The Americans are leading the medal count in the 2016 Rio Olympics, but it appears some Americans are continuing the drama once the games are over. First, American swimmer Lilly King took shots at Russian Yulia Efimova for taking performance-enhancing drugs. The two got into a public finger-wagging war, and King said after winning the gold medal in the 100-meter breaststroke that it was incredible, quote, knowing I did it clean. And Friday, U.S. soccer superstar Hope Solo called the Swedish soccer team cowards after Sweden beat the United States in an elimination game. So the question is, are these incidents overshadowing the Americans' performance in the Olympics? That's our topic this half hour. We want to hear from you on our Fox 26 Facebook page. You can also send a tweet. Just be sure to use the hashtag Fox26forlife. Joining us live in the newsroom is our panel led by our senior legal analyst, Chris Tritico. We have Democratic media consultant Mustafa Tamiz and Republican strategist and public policy analyst Jackie Bally. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, you know, we've had such an amazing Olympics, so I can't imagine that these comments would ever overshadow the performance. But what do they say about our America and about these certain athletes who have spoken out publicly about these big topics?
It certainly doesn't overshadow the hard work that's done by all of these athletes, and we got to give a big shout out to our own Houston's own Simone Manuel for her efforts here. I did that on purpose. Look, I coached youth soccer for 15 years, spent a lot of time on the soccer field with the young kids. And one of the things that I stressed all the time was professionalism at all times. And I view these two incidents as two different events. What Hope Solo did is unprofessional and should not ever happen on any field, whether it's a professional field or a youth field, because what she did has no place in sports. It's different than what Lilly King did in talking about someone who was caught cheating. And so I view this as two separate events, Jackie Bally, and I think Hope Solo should be sanctioned for what she did by the team. Not by the Olympics, but by the team, because I think that it was completely unprofessional in sour grapes in losing that soccer match.
Well, correction. Kudos to Simone of Sugar Land and your girl in Spring, the other Simone's from Spring. To answer your question specifically, I am very happy that King did win, and she won clean. That's a very good accomplishment, and the fact that she is bringing awareness to the fact that there are doping scandals still prevalent with a lot of these athletes. I think that's important to talk about. I think it's important to address. So I think it's a very healthy conversation that we're having. If you decide that you're going to be very unprofessional, which is the second example that you've brought up, if you decide that you're going to be unprofessional and you're going to tarnish the U.S. name, then there's a problem. You should be sanctioned. You should be reprimanded. Something should be done about that. But overall, our athletes are doing a great job, and I don't think any of these actions are overshadowing the great work of our athletes. And we're doing a great job at the Olympics this year. What do you think about the distinction between these two statements, Hope Solo and Lilly King?
It's an important one. Well, look, we've won over 1,000 medals, more medals than any nation in history. So it's not just about this particular Olympic, but what we've accomplished over the years, and it's an incredible thing. But at the same time, we've always had the grace when we win not to rub it in the other guy's face, and that says something about us as a nation. So anything that tarnishes that, well, she's not going to be on the Wheaties box, right? I mean, that's what I hope, that we as Americans, not only the team sanctions her, but we talk to our kids about saying, what does it mean to win? You win not just by putting somebody else down, but by elevating your game, and that's what we should be about.
You know, I'm brought back to, y'all aren't old enough, but I'm brought back to 1968 when
I was born
Mexico,
then. We were born in
Mexico, two African-American athletes protesting racism in the United States. When they won, they raised their fist, and they were not only roundly criticized, kicked off the team, banned from events in the United States, but today there is a statue in their honor in the United States, and so things tend to turn around. But they made a statement that they were roundly criticized for.
Yeah, you know, whenever he said that she may not get a Wheaties endorsement or any kind of endorsement, I was thinking about that, and it seems now that anyone who actually criticizes, actually those are the ones we're rewarding these days. So it'll be interesting to see how the committee actually pays attention to this, if they do at all.
Let me go to
Sally. Not pay attention.
Let me go to Sally. She's monitoring our social media. media.
All right, let's take a look at Twitter right now and see some of these tweets that folks are posting about this topic. Zook223 says, so many athletes, win or lose, conducting themselves with class and good sportsmanship. And then you have Hope Solo. The baseball fan or basketball fan for life says, great sportsmanship by Michael Phelps. Hope Solo should take notes, referring to when Phelps, I think, won silver there, got second in the 100 fly, and congratulated the gold medalist. And then this person says, Lilly King, hero of the 2016 Olympic swimming. A lot of people definitely calling her a hero, although she has received some criticism. People saying don't hate on the swimmer, hate on the governing body that makes the rules. And then last night, big news on track and field when Justin Gatlin, the sprinter, responded to her comments about his previous doping allegation because she said he shouldn't be on the team. And then he responded saying, I don't even know who Lilly King is. So, a lot of people talking about that today.
She is only 19.
That's true. And she was a complete no-name before,
right.
The Olympics, and now everybody knows her name. So.
That's right. And so
what makes the Olympics great, right?
That's exactly right. And it gives young people a chance to. We got less than a minute.
Yeah, look, whether it's Lilly or Hope, we should also remember the young people, that the amount of Twitter traffic that's been devoted to this, the amount of pressure that's been created by this, it's really not fair to them. They're in the spotlight. What they said in a heat of a moment shouldn't define them.
What Lily's doing is bringing awareness to doping practices that are going on, and she's bringing awareness that you can be healthy, you can be clean, and you can win the gold when you do that.
And you're thrown into this, and the Russian doping scandal was probably different than a lot because there was a government that was doing it, that was forcing these athletes to take this, different than someone like our bike rider here, what was his name, that was doing it on his own.
Yeah.
So we're out of time on this. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with another really good time. But I do want to say that our Olympic athletes are the best athletes in the world because we have a policy in the United States not to dope, and these athletes do it on their own and train and work hard, and it's it's the best athletic program in the world.
It's definitely been a great showing by USA and super fun to watch so far. All right, thanks guys.